Plaintiff Susan Ditali says the defendant was her neighbor, and they had problems for months. Susan claims the defendant often yelled and screamed profanities at her, and she has the video to prove it. Susan's suing him today for property damage and harassment. Defendant Jeremy England says Susan was constantly causing problems, and this is the 19th time she's brought someone to court over something like this. Jeremy claims Susan was always calling the police and making false claims against him, so he's countersuing for harassment, defamation, and lost wages.
Start with you.
Your Honor, Jeremy moved into the rental home next door to me around August of September of 2008. In November, I think it was, of 2008, I noticed sheriff's cars started coming to the property on a regular basis. Then I noticed Jeremy's witness, Jessica. She was moving out. She told me that he had kicked her out of bed in the middle of the night and that they were no longer together. And I told her I was sorry to hear that. She'd always been nice. Shortly thereafter, he started having a relationship with a girl that lived across the street. Several years ago, I tried to do that family across the street a favor and watch their house.
Your Honor, that's not true.
I'll let you respond.
And I was assaulted, and she broke my nose. She was convicted, and she met all
This is the woman he began dating?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
After he started seeing her, he started actually addressing me in violent curse words.
Why?
And I have no idea.
You never asked?
No, sir. I was afraid to ask him.
What did he say the first time he cursed you? Tell me where you all were and how it transpired.
On January the 15th of 2009, I had been sick, and I went to bed about 9:30. Then about 10:20, I started hearing real loud male voices. And I thought, gosh, that sounds like a fight. So I got up and I looked out the window, and I heard Jeremy and a relative of his yelling at my house, just really violent profanity.
Yelling at your house?
Yelling at my house, violent profanity.
Could they see you?
No, sir. I had been in bed, and I was in my house, and it was dark in my house. I was just looking out the window.
And they began yelling at your house?
Yelling, why did I call the cops on them for their music? Well, I had no idea.
They were yelling at you then, ma'am?
I had no idea.
Did you call the cops?
Not at that time, no, sir.
So he was cursing, and this is one incident. Were there other incidents?
Yes, sir. I actually have a videotape, Your Honor, where on June the 5th, he yelled violent cursing towards me. I was standing on my front porch.
All right. Let me allow him to give some background first, and then we'll get into the specifics of the harassment. Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, this is the 19th time that she's been to court for anything that's pertaining to something like that. I have documents showing here.
Pertaining to you or others?
Just, and everybody in general. It's not just me that she
Let me see that, please.
Targeting towards. It's people in the neighborhood.
19 times.
19 times.
This is the 19th
well, this is the 19th time. Yeah.
Ma'am, is this true?
No, sir, that's not true.
That's a Supreme Court document there.
Superior Court of California. It is Superior Court of California. How many times have you called the police on people in the area?
Just the one time when I was assaulted in 2006.
Yes, sir. This says small claims. These are all civil cases.
There's also restraining orders and stuff.
No, sir. You said, here's a list of all the times she has called the police on people like this.
No,
there's no such thing
well, here's
on
the
there.
call list for the Sheriff's Department that she has called just in the last year.
That's what I need, sir.
I was telling you that's 19 times that she's taken people to court.
For small claims in civil cases.
Right.
Let me ask you about January. You want to tell me anything about that?
Yeah, I was actually in bed right around the time she said she was. I got a call from a neighbor saying, hey, you have 6 sheriff's deputies in front of your house. When I came out, I was arrested. They, I guess, assumed that it was me.
Okay, so
and
the police did what to you?
They put me under arrest and took me in because they thought I was the person. They got me for disorderly conduct, and which was dropped in court as well.
Let's see that. Ma'am, you know anything about the court action that ensued as a result of that January incident?
Yes, sir, I do. And actually, Your Honor, it was not dropped. It was dismissed because he met because he met the requirements of the court, and here is.
You see that? And so that you all don't laugh, because some of you all might think that when she said it was dismissed and not dropped, that can occur. Judges will give a deferred sentence, meaning if you meet the guidelines that I'm ordering you to meet, then I'll dismiss it later. So that doesn't mean you didn't do anything. That means the judge is giving you a second chance. And he's saying, if you will satisfy my requirements. And this says, the court has determined the cost of legal assistance to be $104.
That was the only fee I paid, but nothing.
For legal assistance, ma'am. Dismissed on motion of the district attorney in furtherance of justice. It was dismissed, ma'am. And dropped.
Your Honor,
you have another incident?
I have a video where he addressed me in violent, cursing ways.
Okay. When was this? What month?
That was in June of 2009.
All
and
right,
then
let's see
also
it.
on the video, April 2009, where he attacked the two neighbors across the street, and there's severe racial
Sir,
slurs
did you do
in
this?
here.
No, Your Honor.
Mind your own business. What? Raise your hand. Come on, do something, dog. Here. Now, you come here. Hey, get out here. Let's do this. Come on, little boy. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on.
Who is that?
Shoot your knock it off. Yeah. Get it. Right here. Get in the house. Let's go. Get in the house. Come on. Yeah, good. Good. We're going to up right now. Hear me now. Walk down the way. Walk down the way. Get in the house. Walk in the house. Get in the house. Get in the house. Get in the house.
The part about you, is that on there?
That was in front of my house, and I actually called 911 that night because
No, you said he was cursing you.
on the first, there's two videos on
Okay,
that.
ask them to play the first again, because that's most important.
I'm gonna call the sheriff. Mind your own business.
All right.
Your Honor, may I say something about that video?
All right. You're right, Tom. You get something before you can finish your sentence. I'm gonna call the sheriff. What do you want to say, sir?
That is, the trailer that you're seeing there is her father's, my girlfriend's. He had just pulled up like 2 hours before that. She was obviously you've seen the highway patrol was already there because she claimed that the trailer had been there over 72 hours, which she did with my boat constantly.
Your Honor, that's not true.
All right.
It is.
Well, I mean, what I heard isn't so outrageous. Isn't so outrageous.
All I did was
ma'am.
ask her to mind her own business.
Right. He didn't go off on you, ma'am. And the only thing that concerned me about that, sir, was the second part where you showed an inclination to violence.
That's my brother talking.
No.
How do I know, ma'am?
Because I was on.
Come on up.
I
State
was
your
on,
name. State your name.
My name is Myrna Legan.
How do I know who that was?
Because I know his dad was yelling at him, Jeremy, get in here. Well, he went to jail that night. He went across the street and
For what?
fought
He went to
with-
jail for what?
I don't know.
You have to know. Otherwise, I can't accept your testimony. Have a seat. Thank you. Harassment, ma'am, you're suing for that January incident that he was arrested for?
Yes, Your Honor,
The
here
charges
is
were dropped.
here's another police report where the Sheriff's Department took this video into custody where he actually stood outside my door and threatened to break into my house.
Okay, you told him
And then he said, I'm going to, very offensive words again.
And did they arrest him each of these times?
They told me that he was borderline about being
Borderline.
arrested. They said that what he was doing was not quite enough to be arrested, but that they had told him that if anything happened to my house, because he threatened to break into it.
Ma'am, and each time you told the police you heard a man's voice say that. You don't identify him. How did he damage your fence, ma'am?
On January the 15th, I saw him. He was running up and down my fence. He was shaking my fence. and he was kicking at my fence, and I actually have photos here, Your Honor, of the damage to the fence.
How do I know he was the one that did it?
I saw him do it, Your Honor. I was watching him out the window.
And you reported it to the police this time?
Actually, I reported it to the district attorney, and the district attorney was supposed to take care of the damages to my fence.
No, that's not what happens,
And
ma'am.
it got dropped.
They dropped it?
He went to what's called Western Corrections. I actually called the court, and they told me that he met the criterias of like anger management.
Okay.
never
Was
done
he
no such
sentenced to
thing.
that?
Yes, he was.
Sir?
That's false.
Do you have any evidence?
That court document there, which states
Show it
that
to me. Circle where it says here he went for anger management. I'm giving you every opportunity, ma'am. Go ahead, sir.
Susan DeTolly has surveillance and audio recording of her house 24 hours a day. As she's already stated, you see she's got videos.
Did she have it when you moved in?
She's had it before I moved in because I was warned by my landlord.
Oh, you were warned by your landlord that
I was
what?
warned that she is out to get everybody. She's on the prowl.
Hearing set for Metropolitan Justice Building for proof of compliance, sir. She shows me something that requires you to comply.
I never had to do anything. Your
Comply
Honor.
with paying the $100, ma'am. Your $5,000 for lost wages, harassment, and defamation is for what?
Well, first of all, the harassment that she's trying to get me on today and defense as well, we already went through court for that, and the harassment was denied through the petition.
What petition? This is a separate petition.
For a restraining order that she's already tried to get in June.
A restraining order was denied.
Was denied. It's also
to a
mentions
mature woman who has alleged that a young guy is victimizing her. That judge really didn't believe you, ma'am.
Your Honor,
Really, they would give the benefit of the doubt to a mature woman when she says this young man is causing trouble. He damages my fence. The judge would certainly say, well, I'll give you a temporary restraining order, ma'am. But that judge didn't believe you at all, ma'am.
Your Honor, the harassment got so bad, I actually went to the Board of
Nobody
Supervisors.
believed you. I'm going to have to dismiss your claim, ma'am. No law enforcement agency has believed anything you've said. Sir, I'm going to dismiss your case as well. She believed there was harassment, and I'm not going to conclude that because she believed there was harassment that she harassed you. Claims dismissed. Affirmative.
He's moved, which is a blessing, and he knows of all the lies that he's told. He knows in his heart of heart, and he has to live with it.
We're just gonna go on and live our life. We got a 4-month-old daughter, and it's a blessing to be away from her. I don't have to worry about my daughter's safety from crazy lady.
Hi, Judge Mathis. My name is Sheila. If my roommate moves out before our lease is up, can I sue them for unpaid rent for the remainder of the lease?
First and foremost, Sheila, you have to keep in mind that if you win any judgment against your roommate, then the money belongs to the landlord anyway. And if your landlord comes after you instead of your roommate, unfortunately, you have to pay the rent and you're liable just as the roommate would have been. It's called joint and several liability. But also, just remember, you have an obligation to find a replacement within a reasonable amount of time. Find another roommate or you're going to be liable for the entire lease.